Kia ora, and welcome back to Sew Create and Repeat. This is episode 11, I think. I'll have to double check that. My apologies, I've been away for a little while. Hang on a minute, stop. My name is Carla. I'm coming to you from Aotearoa, New Zealand. Just on the east coast of the North Island in a little settlement just outside of a city. Today is August the 21st, 2022. It's a lovely day. It's very warm, unseasonably warm. August is usually really still very cold for us. We don't have spring until September, but the last 4 or 5 days, 20 degrees. It's so hot. You say that until summer hits and then it will just be like out the gate. So just a background, I recorded this episode four weeks ago, I want to say, maybe a bit longer. It was at the end of July. And I'd had surgery on a Tuesday. I recorded on the Wednesday, and then I got to the end of that recording and it was so dark. I was recording with my camera. Today I'm using my phone, and the camera, just when you record, it just darkens everything, and I was using the ring light, but it was quite bright, so I turned it down, and when I looked through the viewfinder it looked fine, but as soon as you hit record it darkens. So I did a whole episode and it was like looking at a bloody cave in a cave. It was so dark. So I was like, not to be defeated. I started re-recording, then my father rang, so I talked to him on the phone for a little bit. And then the SD card filled up, and then the battery went flat, and I just had it by then. So that was 2.5 episodes, or 1.5. So I decided to leave it till Friday and re-record on the Friday. And I did record a full episode, but what I didn't realise is I was in quite a lot of discomfort, and it turned out that I ended up with post-op infection. So I wasn't really feeling it, but I was feeling pressured just to hurry up and get this episode out. And so you can actually see me, I'm just rocking side to side, and I didn't look. I was a bit stupid, really. So when I look back at it, I was like, nah, I can't post that. Oh, what a dick. So, yeah, but I'm all good now. Basically what it is, you know, I'm quite open about stuff. I had abnormal cells removed from my cervix, and that got infected. So my partner dragged me into A&E on the Saturday, and I got some antibiotics, and came right. And then a few other bits, but I can talk about that at the end. So a few of the things that were works in progress when I recorded last time are now finished objects. So I do have a little bit to get through. So this might be a bigger episode, but we'll see how we go. I've got a lot to do today. I've got to unpack my groceries. I went at 7 a.m. to get my groceries. I've got washing to do while the weather's fine. So hopefully we can see how we can get going with this. So I've got my notes from the last time. I'm showing it. I'm mirroring to my laptop so that I can actually see what is on there, and it's a bit distracting. So I've got my notes. You can find me on Instagram as Sew Create Repeat, and it's just all together with full stop separating them, but I can put that down at the bottom of the screen. And I think on Ravelry it's just Carla Pert, all one word. So those are the places to find me if you'd like to go. And welcome back to everyone. Oh my god, I'm doing this so bad. I'm not going to restart though, because if I restart, this is what it is. There's no professional recording standards happening with anything I do. So here you go. So finished objects knitting wise, so I knitted the Antimony hat for my sister. She asked me if I could knit her a hat. So I don't have it with me because I sent it off as soon as I'd finished it, but I did take some photos, so I will insert that here or here. It is a pattern by Elizabeth Doherty, and I just used stash, just oddments of balls. So it's black and it has a black and maroon pom-pom. Lots of new techniques. There was a technique where you pick up a wrapped stitch, which gives that cool sort of, looks like trellis work. There was a woven stitch, which was really cool. Just trying to remember now. Yeah, it was good though, yeah. So that was that one. And then I finally finished this. Just looking to see how that looks. So this is a woven hat. It's called Woven. And it is by, crikey, I didn't write her name down on my things. I'll put it down at the bottom of the screen or in the description box. So you can see it's, and I've made this for my partner who has a significantly larger head than me. So you can see. Now I'll washed up my hair. Yeah, and he loves it. He absolutely loves it. I don't really enjoy knitting this. I don't like floats. I knit English style, and so I can't, unless someone's going to show me how to hold 2 strands together and do that. It's fiddly. You're just having to pick things up and drop them and pick it up, you know, thread and that. But he absolutely loves his hat, so that's good. The second finished object, which was also a work in progress last time, and it's already got some pilling on it. That's all right. This is just try and hold it back here. It's called the Knit with No Name, and it's by Pia Trans. She's got the 50 Fabulous Knits podcast. You can see it's pilling under the arms already, and it's got the spider stitch detail. And I use this Knitting DK Utiku wool, which is from the wool company, which is, I think they're in Taihape here in New Zealand. So yeah, so there's that one. It's probably a little bit smaller than what I wanted it, but I did the measurements, so I don't know. Who knows? But it does look quite nice on, so yeah. I'll have to de-pill that underneath the sleeves. What's my next finished object? Oh, I've got some squares, so I'm still working. Sorry, I'm sitting cross-legged. I'm a bit uncomfortable. I've been working on Kelly. Oh, now I've got fluff in my mouth. Kelly Menzies from Roro and Cade's, her Stitch on Sunday blanket. And to be honest, I haven't done any for a couple of weeks at all. I've been a bit distracted, but I have, oh crikey, what have I done? Somehow, managed to get that tangled in the basket. It's the basket there. So I'm up to week 6 on this, but I think I just received week 12 in my email, so I am behind. And I think I've shown, those were the first 2, which I think I've shown before. Whoops. That's 2, that's week 1. I don't know if I'm doing them upside down or not. And these are the other ones, but I can't remember which order they're in now. So hopefully you can see that all right. 1, 2, 3, and then this is the one that I'm working on at the moment. I think that's the right way there. So yeah, I need to get back onto that. But I'm starting to feel the pressure of the summer approaching, and I've got a few projects that I want to get started there. But that's fine. I mean, that's just there in the background. What else have I done? I have been quite busy actually. Oh, trying to get myself comfortable. Floor's never that comfy, is it? So the saga of the woolen pine Ponderosa top. Oh man, I'm halfway through a row. A dork. Continues. So the last time I podcasted, I was down here, and I've done that much. It takes ages. It's just lots and lots of cables, and I'd somehow not marked off my progress on my little notebook, and I thought I was on a different row, and then so it took me a few weeks to I put it aside, and then it took me a few weeks just to get back into it and try and fix it, and I did in the end. But yeah, I had to be in the right frame of mind. But I'm not panicking. I'm just going to keep plugging away at this slowly. It's just, I have to be, in the right mood to do this one. If I've got a headache, or if I'm tired, or the light's not good, I can't do it. Yeah. But I thought I'd show it because there was a significant amount of progress between times. So I'll move that one out of the way. Sorry, I know I keep looking at the screen. Right, so I had... The last time you saw me, I had cast on for the, what are they? The Limerance socks by Kelly Menzies of Roro and Cades. And I was saying how I really, really hate the rib. But then I got back into it, and I'd done from that marker down to here. But to be honest, I haven't picked these up in about 3 or 4 weeks either, because I've been almost knitting monogamously on some other things, so I'll show you those shortly. Yeah, but isn't it lovely? And I'll get there. I'm going to panic. No panic. Do whatever I like. But yeah, there was some progress on that from the last time, so I thought I'd better update, even though I haven't in the last few weeks. What else? Then I started, so I think I probably mentioned in the last one that I didn't actually end up posting, that I bought this pattern for where are you? Sorry, lots of rustling. So it's Frog by Clare and Clare Garland, but she's Dotpebbles on Instagram. And there's another girl called India Rose Crawford who does these gorgeous wee little reels on Instagram with her frogs that she makes. And they're doing like cute little things like having a tea party and having a bath, and oh, I just love them. They make my eyes water up whenever I tear up whenever I see them. So I actually didn't want to go wrong, so I just ordered drops. All this is made with drops yarn, and I ordered them from the Wool Warehouse in the UK. And so when they arrived, and when I was sick, when I had that infection, I had a week off work, I started knitting this little fella. Isn't he just cute? But then I had to wait a while because I needed to get some eyes. So I've got the eyes, and I just need to sit down one day and do the legs. Oh my God, that's so cute. And then I've got, so he's knitted with the soft tweed So that one and that one held with this one, I think, that mohair. And then I'm going to knit another one, and he's going to be with this, is it Drop Sky, which is super soft and baby alpaca and merino wool, and it's a chain. Now it's got the, it's chained. Can you see that? So those there. So I like a little bit of a toy every now and then. They're so cute. So cute. It's got me quite excited. It's actually funny when you podcast, like sometimes you've like that sock. I'm like, oh, I want to get back into that again now. And I would say that I am totally a 50-50 product and process knitter. I won't knit something if I don't enjoy knitting it, but I won't knit something that I don't want at the end of it. So there's always that little bit of pressure that I want to have the end product as well when I'm knitting something. So yes, so there's that one. What else have I got? Oh, there's no point. I had that shawl, but the shawl was like, I hadn't really done much on that, so we won't worry about that for now. But I do have, this is what I've been knitting on mostly. I finally found, hang on a minute. I finally found, oops, some yarn that I liked. So I bought this when it was released because I just, as soon as I saw her wearing it, I was like, oh my god, I love this. It's the Lace and Fade Boxy by Jorge Locatelli. And I was looking at a Facebook destash page, and this woman was selling some mohair. I don't own any mohair or lace weight mohair anyway. And she was selling 3 balls of this Rowan Kid Silk Haze. And I really like the colour, and I thought I'll just buy it anyway and I'll use it for something, because that's what you do. But then I saw that the dyer behind MamaWooling, so that's up there, had this Moody Blues fade and these gorgeous colours, which have the same colour as that mohair in them. So I'll show you. Just get them out. So if I try and be fancy here, can you see that? The 2 top ones don't look too different in this light, but they are actually quite different. And yeah, so if I show you with the mohair, I don't know how I'm going to do that. Oh, no, I'm not doing very well. You can sort of see the colours together. They're gorgeous. So anyway, without further ado, let me just hey, stitch marker fell off. Isn't that lovely? I just love it. So that's what I've mainly been working on since, I mean, I have worked on a couple of other bits, but that's the main thing that I've been working on since, when did I think I podcast that on the 29th of July. So a couple of few weeks. Yeah, it's pretty exciting. So I'm really, really happy with that. And that I think would be a nice spring, autumn top. Not too heavy. So I'm really enjoying working on that one. So I think what I'll do now is I'll show you some sewing. So if you don't want to watch the sewing, that's fine. I'll try and put timestamps on this so you can fast forward. I do have a few acquisitions and plans and things ready to go. So yeah, so I'll do that now. Now I've made some videos and I made them for this podcast, but I ended up turning them into a reel on Instagram because I didn't do the podcast, and it's got quite a few views actually. I was quite surprised. So I was quite busy in the school holidays, which was when I had that surgery and when I did the that last failed attempt at podcasting. You're not going to see these very well, but these are the Arthur pants by Sew Liberated. I'll hold them up to show that they're real, and then you can just see a video of them, me modelling them. So they're lovely accentuated wide leg pant. I've made this the third pair I've made, and they've got an elasticated back, or the ones that I've made have got an elasticated back with a fly at the front. First pair I made was elasticated all the way around, but I like that tailored look of the pleats in the front with the fly, and then just a bit of ease for when you bloat, because I bloat. Yeah, they're just made from a polycotton drill, which was really cheap. The second pair, or this was actually the first pair, these are another pair of Arthur pants, so just give you a close-up of the fabric. So I actually bought this fabric, it's cotton, and I bought it from Utiku, which is an Indian co-op. They sell amazing stuff. You should check them out, they're really cool. They sell all sorts. So they're a little bit lighter, so I'll be able to wear those in the summer. And then I made, this is another one. It's hard to show, so that's why I'll show you the videos of me modelling them. This is the Steele Pinafore. It's lined at top. It's made with linen. It's got these little side buttons. It's gorgeous, I love it. And that's by Elbe Textiles. And then I made this, which is the Metamorphic dress. And that's by Sew Liberated as well. The idea is that it's reversible, so you can wear it in the other way. I've made one other before. I've never turned it in the other way. So I just decided to make this in a way that you don't have to worry about it. I've left the edge raw on the petticoat layer with just some reinforcing, so that should be good. But I wore it to work the other day, and one of the kids said to me, "Miss, you look like a character out of Alice in Wonderland." I was like, thanks. Thought it was really gorgeous. Funny. Bloody kids, they crack me up. And then the other bit of sewing was that I'd made these dodgy pouches. And I'm stealing Ali from Little Drops of Wonderful's term. So I've made this. This is just a little, keep looking at my laptops there. And I keep looking at it to see whether you can see what I'm saying. Yeah. And I also made that project bag too, but that's just like curtain remnant, curtain sample. So yes, what else is there? And that, I think, is it. So I've got a few little acquisitions. Where did I put that back on there? I did. So I'll just show you this before I put that on. So if by any chance you have got the MamaWooling, have ordered the MamaWooling August Mystery Club, turn away now if you haven't received it. So the inspiration photo that she posted was just gorgeous. And this is what you get. I unraveled that one, so now I've wound it up all hoary. And it comes with this gorgeous little, I don't know if you can see that properly, stitch marker. It looks like, it's not tiger's eye, but it kind of looks like that's just a little ceramic bead. So I'm using that on this knitting at the moment, so I better put that back on there. It's my beginning of round marker. I think what I'm going to do, so this is 85% extra fine merino, 15% nylon, superwash, 200 meters, 218 yards per 50 grams. And I think you get a little bit more than that meterage from what she said. But I think I'll knit a shawl. I think that's what I'll do. I don't know. I just liked it, so I bought it. Being a little bit impulsive lately. A little bit impulsive. And then I bought... So there's a lovely lady called Lisa. She's a podcaster here in New Zealand. And she has just started her own online business selling... I think that's Jamieson and Smith yarn, wool, and as well as a few notions and accessories. So I got this little swatch gauge, and I got my very first pair of sock blockers, and I also got stitch holding tubes, and hers are just like, I like the smell of them. I don't know why, it's so chemical. And they've already been really useful, so I've got those. What else? Oh, behind me. Oh, I'll go this way. I bought a spinning wheel. Finally got it. So it was a bit of a palaver getting here, but we've got it here a couple of days ago. Needs clean up. I've ordered it's an Ashford. I've ordered a maintenance kit. It needs a new clutch brake, tension brake, spring and nylon, and probably needs oil. I can do that. And yeah, so I just need to do that before I can start having a go at spinning. It came with a bag of wool, however it's really sticky. It's like the lanolin has just, it's really sticky, and it was quite hard to pull because it's sticking. So I rang my nana and I asked her for some advice, and she thought she'd never really struck it before, but she'd heard that you could probably sprinkle some olive oil over it, or pop it in the sun and see if it helps merino. I don't even know if this is merino, if the lanolin warms up, sorry. And yeah, so I'll give that a go. I tried washing some to see if that might still work, but I'd say I probably need to recard it. So that's the stuff I washed, and you can see there's definitely I didn't agitate it or anything, but yeah, I'd say that needs to be recarded. Maybe not. But there's a place I can buy some wool from anyway if I need to, so it's exciting, eh? I'm pretty excited. I want to get started into that. I need a studio. What else have I got? Oh, right, future plans. So, still sitting over there. Hang on a minute. Hopefully you don't see my bum. So, as soon as this was released, I bought it. I've ordered some Sadness Garn, is that tin line? From Lithuania, of all places, because we don't have anywhere that sells it here. And it's in a beautiful tealy, dark, deep sea blue green. Oops, my button's undone. And it's still floating somewhere between Germany and New Zealand at the moment, although I haven't checked tracking in the last few days, so we'll see. So it's been a while. But on a same Facebook destashing page, I got, so because I thought, you know, if I like this pattern, I'm going to make more than one. I bought, excuse that, Quince & Co. Sparrow, 100% organic linen, and it's in the colour Surf, and that's it there. So I've got enough there, more than enough there to make one out of that. So I've just ordered some 3mm Knit Pro Symphony needles because I think the smallest I've got is 3.25. And I think you need 3mm needles for the lace. So now that we're having these sort of unseasonably warm days, I kept thinking I won't start anything summery until spring. Might have to get started soon. So this is knit in a fingering weight yarn. I also bought this from the same lady that I got that mohair from. I bought this. That was before I bought this. And it's a bamboo, tencel bamboo fine, and so this is a fingering as well, but I might not do that pattern. I'll look for another summer pattern for that. It's quite a bit. I think I've got 5 balls, so that's what, 1,050 meters, so I should be able to get another summer top out of that. So I got that one. Where's the other one? Honestly, the amount of chaos when you do these things. Oh, here it is. Here it is. You guys can stop looking now. So at the same time, I also bought that one. I like, because I look at Sari and I think she's actually got a similar build to me, like similar body size, and it's nice seeing her just wearing a singlet and not worrying about her arms, which is what I'd normally do. So Sari can do it, I can. So I bought this. I'm a bit iffy, I haven't done a gauge swatch on it yet. It's DMC baby cotton, but obviously you can use it for whatever you want. In this pink shade 768, but it's supposed to be DK, but it's really, but it must be because it's 106 meters for 50 grams, so I don't know. I'll do a gauge swatch. I mean, if it's an open gauge, it doesn't matter too much anyway, so we'll see. So I got that. Yeah, I thought this was going to be a really long episode because I had all these extra things built up. But I've actually just whipped through it really fast. It's not bad. So what have I been watching? So in the last week, I discovered Stitched by Mrs. D, and her name's Paula, and I love her. She has a real laugh. She's really sweet. I love listening to her talk. A few weeks ago, I discovered a lady, and I think her name is Nadia, and she's called The Busy Knitter, and she's in the States. And she does, like, she knits all these things, and she either has a pattern or doesn't have a pattern, but then she doesn't follow the pattern. But she does a really good job. Like, she's very confident and she can just change things, and I couldn't do that. And like, she'll see something and think, oh, I want that, and she just makes it. I think she should design. She's really good. Some of the other ones that I've been watching, and some are ones I've been watching for ages and I haven't mentioned them, I don't think. So there's Sophie, she's Canadian and she's from the Cozy Meadow Knits. She's lovely. Obviously there's Ruth Loves to Knit, but I've only just started watching her and it sounds like she's really popular. Cal Knits, so Kelly is from Australia. She's Australian, but she was living in Germany. I think she's on her way back to Australia to live now, and hers is quite a new podcast, but she's really got heaps of followers already. Like, I don't know how she does it. Who else? Ellie from Little Drops of Wonderful. I only just discovered her recently and she makes me laugh. I really enjoy watching her. If you're going to make me laugh, I'll watch you. So yeah, I don't look that great in this. Look, I was like, But anyway, it doesn't matter. That's what I look like, doesn't it? Other than that, I'm pleased that we're coming into the summer. I feel a lot better. Mentally, I've been to the doctor, I've got some medication, and I'm just starting to feel calmer and, yeah, a lot better. I think my mental health was really starting to go down the tubes. Yesterday was 2 years since I lost my mum. Yeah, what else have we been doing? Oh, we went up. I was going to put it at the end of the last one that wasn't completed, but I might do it for this one. I've got some footage of part of the drive. We did a little trip up to Tukumotu Bay, which is about an hour or so north of us up the coast, and our friends have a holiday home up there, so we went and stayed up there for a couple of nights. I unfortunately had a migraine most of the time I was there. But yeah, it's some beautiful scenery, and when we left on the Sunday, there was that much frost on the ground. It looked really, really pretty when you went through some of the valleys and you could see the frost. We've had a lot of rain. It's been very wet. We've had a very wet year, and the backyard is just like a bog. And we have had some cold days and weeks, but it hasn't been as cold as it typically is for this time of the year, which, you know, I shouldn't complain, but because I like it warm, I don't like being cold. But I worry about it because it doesn't seem right. What else? I'd love to hear what you guys have been knitting on. If you could let me know in the comments what you've been working on, what you're looking forward to the next season that's coming, whether you're in the Northern Hemisphere and you're looking forward to autumn and winter, or whether you're like me and you're in the Southern Hemisphere and you're looking forward to the summer and spring. Let me know what your favourite thing is for those times of year. I'd love to hear from you. So here's me checking myself back down. But anyway, I hope you all stay well. I hope you all have something good on your needles. And yeah, take care until next time. I'll catch you later. Ka kite.